Good morning. I'm here at my house before I leave to go to the office. And for this segment of Ask Dr. Jacqueline, it's a little something different. Last weekend, my cousin, he's young, he's an entrepreneur, really, figuring out where he's going to go in life. I'm excited. My cousins, I'm an only child, but I have a lot of cousins and I see a lot of them really coming into their own and really manifesting what they want. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I see it with my friends. 2020. Even though it's been a hard year, it's a year of vision for a lot of people. And a lot of people are doing things they didn't think they were going to be doing and really stepping out there on faith. So my cousin said to me, he's like, Jackie, he's like, how do you keep going? How do you keep pushing? And he's like, I see you doing it. And he's like, I just want to know. And for me, it's my why. When I started writing out my short-term and long-term goals when I was in high school. So I'd have my short-term goals, about 6 of them, and a few long-term goals. And I would check off my short-term goals every week and sometimes monthly. And every time I crossed off, I would accomplish a goal, I would cross it off. And then I would look at my long-term goals monthly and then sometimes annually. And I would say, Jackie, did you accomplish that? And then I would cross it off. And then there goes a whole new set of goals, a whole new set of things that I was projecting for and reaching for. So really, every day when I get up, it's my why. I just started a practice from the ground up in the middle of this pandemic after having been at home with my accident for 2.5 years. So I'd been out of my practice and out of my field for a very long time. And so, even this past week, the day he asked me, I had just come back. I drove an hour up north so that I could speak to people because there was something in my business that I was doing. I was struggling and I needed to figure out what it was. I want to know early on how I can fix it so I can be the best physician that I can be and do the best that I can for my patients. And that's really what it is. Every single time that I do something, it's my why. I sat out of college for a year. My mother, bless her soul, saved for me to go to college from the time I was 6 weeks old. I chose to go out of the state to a private university in Georgia. Hello, CAU. I'm very happy. I have my biology degree. And I know my mom was very proud of me. But that sucked up a lot of money. And I sat out of school for a year. And I worked at the Marriott. And I remember I was embarrassed, you guys. I was a little embarrassed that I had to do that. But you know what? That was my why. And I said, Jackie, you have seen other people in your family go to college. And you know what you need to do and what you want to achieve. And that requires a college degree. And so that became my why. And every 2 weeks, I would go to school up to CAU, and I would pay on my tuition. My mother also helped me. My family helped me where they could. But that was on me to really go up there, and that was my why, because I knew where I wanted to go, and I knew that I needed that college degree. Some people may say it's a piece of paper, but that piece of paper was what I needed to go on and achieve what I needed to achieve in this life and what I wanted to achieve. And even with my children, I say, what's your why? What is your purpose for what you want to do? So every day I get inundated. Last week I cried twice in the office because it's hard. It's hard starting a practice from the ground up and, thinking things that you really don't know. But every day I look at my why, my children, my desires, my goals, and that's really what motivates me. That's my why. And if anybody's struggling with where they're going or what they want to do, that's what I would say first is, what is your why? What is your why? Why do you want to do this? What do you want to achieve? What would give you fulfillment in your life? So I'm so thankful that my cousin asked, Dr. Jacqueline, what would you do? What motivates you? And it's definitely my why. And the why is different for everybody. So if you're struggling and trying to figure out what you want to do, I get it. I struggled with my purpose for a long time. Struggled, prayed, fasted, spoke to my pastor, spoke to different pastors, went to therapy, talked to a lot of different people, but inside of me was my why. And I just need to figure out what it was. And so there you go. Ask Dr. Jacqueline.